Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where today we will be doing a custom battle. Because why not? And we are playing with the Americans, and I'm going to build two ships for myself. One, well, semi-pre-dreadnought, I suppose, and a heavy cruiser against two battleships and two heavy cruisers. This, of course, being a variation on a very old comment, 6 months old by now, by Exiled Piazza, who suggested this. Thanks for the suggestion, man. It does show, however, that my main focus in this game is definitely not the custom battles. Still, let's have some fun today. Ooh, yeah, 95%? Ooh, 60. Yeah, no. I want a second funnel. 21 knots, please. Doesn't look bad. Main guns. I'm thinking 13s. I'm thinking 13s. Oh, that was the wrong button. Here we go. Can you rotate, though? Hey, I didn't tell you to do that. There we go. Okay. Now I have the strange feeling we can add some casemates there. A 20% for weight offset. Yeah. Of course, that fucks things up. 19%. Ooh. Don't think I need more than that, do I? 50%. 15%. 4.5%. I do want heavy shells. Basic rangefinder, please. No need for hydro. So, what is the max armor I can get? 16-inch. Of course, this is literally the first game I play on the 1.4 build. Let's go with a 15-inch belt. 6 aft, 4 forwards, 6 main deck, 2 and 4. Not too bad. There we go. Balanced out. Main guns. Increase the length of the 5-inchers. Increase the length of the casemates. Lower the length on the main guns. 1.14 rounds a minute. Yeah. That'll be my battleship. And seeing I got the room. Oh, wow. There we go. Veteran crew with us. Although it's the USA. Let's go with a regular crew. There we go. Regulars. We haven't had a war experience in a while. cruiser. My god, sir, what kind of an abomination is this? Is this a secret missile cruiser, perhaps? Are these missile pods? Or maybe this is a construction ship. It will deploy into a fleet-based construction yard. And then we can construct additional pylons. Huh. Whoa. My god, sir. This has got to be the ugliest pre-Dreadnought cruiser hull that I've ever seen. Love it. 22 knots, please. 23 knots, yes. With ease. Main guns. How about 888s? Do we have barbettes on this hull? No, we don't. Of course we don't. Believe it or not, I am holding the shift key here, but... really need to fix up some things here later on. Casemates, okay. Oh, come on, no secret 2-inch casemates that are hidden behind an armor skirt? Nope. This is looking like the strongest slab of armor I've ever seen on a warship, though. Ooh, hold on. Yes! There they go. This guy is retarded. I love it. Don't like the pitch, though. My god. That's pretty bad. Seasons? These guys fought in the war against the Spanish. Let's see, what's the max for a heavy cruiser now? For this guy, 7.7, okay. Oh, this is gonna take a while to get used to. Although, one of my co-admirals from Shipyard Champions already made a mod to get rid of these limits, or at least make them a lot higher. I'm tempted. I am seriously tempted. Up the length on the main guns. In fact, let's up the length on all guns here. There we go. Bit of an aft weight offset. Let's quickly fix that. There we go. Seeing we got the room. Let's add these in. Let's get spacious crew quarters and more fuel, because why not? Okay, there we go. Building battleship. I'm very curious to see. There we go. Wiggling like an idiot. Okay, that's still in this game. Come on, game. As you can hear, I'm still coughing. Where do these shells come from? I mean, there must be a ship here and a ship there. Huh. Okay. Cruising speed is 11 knots. That is a bit of an issue, but let's go to 19 and 16 knots. That should be okay. It takes a while if you hover over the components for the pop-up to show up. Interesting. Also, yeah, no. Not quite sure what kind of ship this is. Oh, hello. Guess we're gonna play ball, eh? Turn to broadside with the battleship. And heavy cruiser is in firing range, so broadside as well, please. I do like the double turrets. Salam, slowly cut in. I want you in front of the battleship. Got in even more. We finally score a decent hit with one of my guns on an enemy battleship, but the damage is minimal. We're going to follow the Salem. If nothing else, this turn will hopefully... I was gonna say screw with the enemy aiming, but no sir. So what am I fighting? Something with fast-firing guns and a lot of them. Yeah, that's a modern dreadnought. No wonder I'm in trouble. 13-kilometer range. Salem, fire high explosive rounds, please. And change targets. A lot of fire is being pulled onto the Salem now. That's good. Sadly, the battleship decided to change target again. Ouch! Main gun destroyed, yeah. Let's pull the Salem slightly out. And the battleship changed target again. You muffin. Glad to see some things are still fucked up. There we go again! Stop changing targets! Build up that bloody aiming! Come on! Oh jeez! %52 chance to hit. Come on. There we go. Finally a decent hit on an enemy battleship. Secondaries on the second ship, please. 13 inches. Please fire again. Please make this work. Oh. An aiming shot? Damage. We did score a flooding hit though, that's good. And the Salem is still alive. Not for much longer at this rate, but she's still alive. Come on, one more salvo. Not quite a full salvo, but it will have to do. Slightly turn away now. Enemy is getting closer. As you can hear, by the way, my voice still hasn't really completely recovered. No % chance to hit. Back to 18%. Come on. High explosive salvo on the lead ship. Maybe I'll get more luck there. Not much luck today. Oh, well, that worked. And there comes the counter battery. Salem, angle more. Also Salem. Hey, you're dead, aren't you? Pretty much. Come on, come on, come on. Just turning the construction ship. The longer she survives, the better. Battleship increased to 18 knots because this is gonna hurt. Yeah, like I said, this is gonna hurt. I knew it was a bad idea. But I hoped I could get in between salvos, but it was not to be. Jeez. Well, I got crushed here. Come on. Again, damage to a main gun. Probably hit the destroyed one. Oh dear. Increase to flank if you can. Although I fear 16 knots, yeah, it's your maximum speed. One hit. Yeah, on my ship, not on theirs. Lost an engine. Dropping speed rapidly now. 12 knots is the maximum speed I can go. Yeah, we're pretty much toast, aren't we? So, leave battle. Yeah, I did set it to 1916. I wasn't quite sure. Okay. Let's give it another go. I do like the guns. I think the guns are fine. Though, seeing I got the weights, let's increase the diameter of these guns a bit. I'm gonna do the same with the heavy cruiser. Ooh. There we go. With better crew, let's do this engagement again. Come on. Building battleship. So, 1.4 bills. Meaning I lost all my campaigns. I've been so goddamn frustrated about that. Like, literally, I've been angry for an hour or so. Because, you know, the last week I've been ill. After that, real life got in the way, so I didn't get to record as much as I would have liked. And that frustrated me. That frustrated me a lot. Not to mention, for one time I would like to finish a campaign. I suppose if I just focus on running a single campaign without any additions or weird stuff attached to it, yeah, I guess I'm capable of chain recording enough episodes to finish a campaign before the 1.5 update hits. But that's just not my style, man. That does mean I generally get around 40 episodes, 45 episodes recorded in a campaign. And that's not great. I would like to get more. But yeah, it is what it is. So, talking about my campaigns, I had 3 campaigns running. 2 of them published, 1 not published. The Chinese campaign, it frustrated me to no end, that campaign. I think it was the most frustrating campaign I had in a very long time. And that has mostly to do with the supply issue for my ground forces. I don't see how I can lose supplies in southern China. Oh! Holy shit! That was a good hit. Oh wow. This is a sniper. Very cool. Very cool. Anyway, the supply issue in that game really frustrated me. I got way too close, by the way. Yeah. As such, I wasn't always eager to record it, I'll be honest. The Italian campaign can really be cut into 2 pieces. The first bit was an interactive campaign, and by God, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed doing that, folks. It was really fun. I enjoyed people that played along. Yeah, that was probably one of the more fun campaigns, that first bit, that I did in a very long time. Sadly, due to real-life constraints, I had to pull back on that campaign, because, just to put it simply, it was the campaign that took the most work, and the Shipyard Champions also took up a lot of work, and I just couldn't do it. I'm working in real life a bit more than a full-time job, so I'm pretty swamped with work, and yeah, I had to make a call. And the Shipyard Champions, well, even though it frustrates me on a regular basis, it's also one of those things, you know, I made a commitment. A commitment towards other streamers, towards other players, and I think that should go first. Even though, yeah, that means I had to give up the fun campaign. The second part of the Italian campaign was just, you know, turning it into a regular campaign. A lot less fun to record, in my opinion. And I can also see it as being a bit less fun to watch. But I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed fighting that Italian campaign. Please use armor-piercing rounds, you muffin. I still enjoyed recording it. And, well, it was, the second part of the Italian campaign was just like any other regular campaign. And it was okay. It was okay. Then, of course, I have a third campaign. The third campaign is... Let's see, I said in an earlier YouTube comment that it was like around 7 episodes. I think it will be, in the end, a few more episodes, if I cut it properly. I think I might be able to get 10 episodes out of all the recordings I made. And yeah, I haven't really talked about that campaign yet. I essentially designed it to, you know, I was bored at a certain point with my Chinese campaign, and I didn't want to, well, I couldn't progress the Italian campaign because at that time the Italian campaign was still a interactive one. So I decided to just record a new campaign just for myself, for shits and giggles. And the idea was to release it if I ever, you know, didn't have time later on in my YouTube career. So I have a reserve campaign lying on the shelves. So I have no idea when I will release that Austrian campaign. It's, you know, the first 7 episodes, 5 episodes, first 5 episodes I think, are ready to go. Have been ready for quite a while already now. Hey, please. But yeah, you'll see that pop up before too long, I'm sure. And we're just smashing it out in the background between 3 battleships here. Kind of fun. Come on. "15-inch main belt and no other armor." Huh, fun times. It's the literal all or nothing scheme we have seen so many people do before, and I really don't like it. So yeah, my Austrian campaign, it will essentially feature Austria trying to get out of the Mediterranean, trying to take colonies, you know, the usual stuff. I did enjoy that one. It was a hard one, though. Austria is such a hard nation. A fun nation, though. A fun nation. I can't recommend it enough. If you ask me what is the easiest nation to play, it will be the USA. If you ask me what is the hardest nation to play, I think Austria will be in the lead for that one. Although I can understand the Russian Federation to be pretty damn annoying as well, with how far the ports are apart from one another. However, I can't really talk about that because, you know, I did one quick Russian campaign back in the days, and that's it. So, new campaigns. Talking about campaigns. Let me quickly go to my dashboard. Right now, while I'm recording this, it is the 17th, and it's been a couple of hours since I asked people on YouTube to tell me what kind of campaign would they want to see. So far, 18% of the people have voted for a French 1900 campaign. Japanese 1920 campaign has an 18% as well. 9% of the people, only 9%, have interest in a German 1910 campaign with an historical focus. So, yeah, you guys are not much for historical Germany, aren't you? I personally thought, starting at 1910 Germany, you could start with a pre-World War I historical fleet and then continue towards the 1930s. Especially with the new hulls, you're capable of building all the German ships, essentially. I thought that would be kind of cool. But yeah, so far people are not really into it. Also, is that gun destroyed? Yes, it is. It doesn't really show. Interesting. It's because the other gun on top is still intact, isn't it? Huh. Also, I'm out of AP rounds, but San Francesco Javier surrendered. Very good. So yeah, only 9% of the people so far that voted wanted to do a Germany. It's a shame, and I will at some point do that German campaign. I'll be honest, because it's one of the campaigns that I personally look forward to do. I think it will be a very fun challenge, especially with the new lower armor settings. You can actually make that work without the AI ships being completely overpowered while doing so. That is something I noticed on my third Chinese campaign. You know, if you go historical armor values, that's all fancy and all, but AI ships tend to have quite a bit more. So yeah, I will get back to the German campaign, if it's not chosen, but remember folks, you can still vote. It's not time yet. And in the lead, so far, is a 1900 start for a English campaign, role-playing style. So yes, role-playing style means I will role-play as the Admiral. There will be... Screw it, reverse. Thank you. Doot, 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 doot. Reverse, reverse. And let's go back forward again, because this is annoying. And let's hit reverse again, because, you know, enemy ship fire torpedoes, and I hit go forward again. Ooh. Thank you. I said thank you. Salem is into reach again. So yeah, a role-playing campaign will mean... Where the hell did that torpedo come from? Wow, they reload apparently a lot faster than I expected. I might be in trouble here. It will mean I will play out a story for my Admiral. It will mean you will get characters like in the Italian interactive campaign parts. It will mean a lot of fun. It will mean different objectives. It will mean annoying politicians. So yes, it will be fun, I hope. It will be fun. That is assuming it will get picked. 55% of the people have voted for that campaign so far. So we shall see. We shall see what it will eventually become. I plan to let it run to maybe... yeah, probably 2 days. And then we will announce the winning campaign. Then I will start planning out exactly what I will do, how I am gonna do it. And then I'll start recording, probably during the weekend, something like that. Good hit on an enemy cruiser. We're slowly withering her down. So, other games. Come on, we're gonna take a torpedo here. A dot. Oh, very lucky. Other games. Well, if I look at my current scheduling lists, I see Cosmoteer running up to the 11th of February, 2024. I mean, yep, that's covered. That is covered indeed. My For Shits and Giggles Heart of Iron videos will run up to 17th of November, I believe, so slowly but steadily coming to an end there. We got a 1 or 2 door kicker videos lined up as well for the near and far future. Nothing too fancy there, just having fun blowing up people. It's a good game to get rid of frustrations now and then. You know, killing terrorists, it's always a good thing. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, torpedo hit. I was too late. And Salem, you might be done for. In fact, yeah, let's continue backing off, please, Salem. It won't be anything too fancy with the door kickers, but I never expected it to be. Foundation. There are still some Foundation episodes in the queue. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. Like 2, maybe 3. Haven't recorded it in a while, but I seriously need to record new episodes because a new update has hit Foundation. Looking forward to that. Making the houses... you need to manage houses a bit better. Looking forward to that. Besides that, Star Trek Infinite. I got the game. First 4 episodes are actually ready. However, I recorded them and only realized afterwards, like in episode 4 I think it was, I realized that I forgot to set the difficulty settings. Now, in a normal game, that would mean your game would be on normal difficulty. In Star Trek Infinite, it means it's on the easiest difficulty. So I got a bit grumpy about that and stopped recording. Now, I'll probably release that. I'll release those episodes just for shits and giggles, but it won't be anything too fancy. Just, you know, something relaxing, I suppose. Also, I am gonna lose this. Well, goodbye, battleship. Now, the new episodes, well, I recorded them. After that I got ill, so hopefully I can record the new episodes before too long. I know what I want to do with the game. I know what kind of episodes I want to make for that game. Just need to find the health to do it. And I think that covers most of the games I got running right now. Yeah, I don't think there is anything else that I have on the back burner. Now, I would like, yeah, to win this game. Well done, Salem. 4 enemy ships destroyed. Damage dealt? Yeah, 70k by the Washington. But she got killed pretty damn quickly. With that though, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for watching. Because I don't think... Yeah, I don't think there is anything really... Yeah, there is one Warzone episode coming out before too long as well. That's just for shits and giggles. Nothing too fancy, don't expect much more of that. Just wanted to do something different for a change. So yeah. Another custom battle done. It's been a long time. A very long time. And the first time I played on the 1.4 live build. See you next time, folks. And take care.